Oregon Panthers boys hockey. My name is Zach Seeloff alongside Matt Kingsley. And the sounds of Enter Sandman can mean only one thing. The Panther boys are about to take their home ice for the last time in this regular season of 2025 and 2026. A difficult season for the Panthers, a lot of ups and downs. The seedings have been released as the boys hit the ice. The Panthers, the 7th seed in their bracket in Division I, they will take on Janesville at a time to be determined as the playoffs get underway. The winner of that game will face Muskego, the 2 seed on their side of the bracket. Matt Kingsley with me here up during this regular season.
Yeah, senior night is always one of the best nights of the year. We can see down in the corner, some people have the LED lights on their boards for the senior players and senior managers. You know, it's fun to look at all these pictures of teams past and tournaments and guys just having fun out on the pond on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. And an important game for these 12 seniors.
It sure is.
Different guys getting into the starting lineup tonight. And like Oliver Lenhair and Barrett Anderson, I don't know if they've had their names called on the, for the announcements that we're about to do. Hunter Bavery, another one. So it's nice to see the hard work rewarded for all these seniors that have been putting in the years. Absolutely.
Let's go down to the PA announcer now. This is Oregon Panthers boys hockey on OCA Media.
Tonight's game is being played under the rules of the National Federation of State High School Associations, the WIAA. For the enjoyment of all in attendance, the Oregon High School will not be a leader on the ice and in the stands. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Golden Beavers. April Junior, number 30, Brandon Whitford.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Oregon Ice Arena here on Senior Night. We are just about ready to get underway. Panthers versus Golden Beavers. Beaver Dam making the trek down here. And Matt, you and I were talking off air just a little bit. Beaver Dam has had a tough season, 10-game losing streak that they're on currently. And things for them in terms of scoring really begin and end with Elliot Garton. They haven't gotten a lot of production for most of their lineup. Garton, number 4, one of their forwards, just a sophomore, really doing damage. But other than that, they don't have a ton of power in the offensive side of the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, they have 4 double-digit scores, and I guess Oregon doesn't have too many more. But yeah, when you look at Elliot Garden, Isaiah Olds also has 13 goals and 14 assists, but they only have 5 players with multiple goals. And you know, if you want to compete at this level, there's a lot of tough teams that play high school hockey, and a lot of it, you got to have depth up and down the lineup and the ability to score up and down the lineup and find a way to generate those goals. And it's good that they've got the 2 scorers that are you know, maybe Elliot Garton and some of the other guys, but yeah, they're getting outscored almost 2-1 on the year. So
Tyson Benjamin in net for the Panthers. Braden Whipperfirth for the Golden Beavers as we are underway here in the final regular season game of the 2025-2026 season. The seedings are set. Panthers will be number 7 in their sectional. They'll take on Janesville at a time to be determined once the playoffs begin. So the only point of this game is pride, but it is senior night. And the last time on home ice for the regular season for these seniors, you know they're going to want to do as much as they can. Puck in neutral ice. Neither team has had a good offensive possession so far with 16:28 to go in this first period. Still scoreless out here at the Oregon Ice Arena. Panthers working around. Oliver Leonard on the wall there. Feed into the center for Beaver Dam. Nothing doing, and we've got a penalty coming up against Oregon. The hands got up high, and they're going to get head contact against number 7, Tim Grice. He was kind of engaged with the Beaver Dam player. That was number 15, Jackson Gottfredson. And so the Panthers go right to the penalty kill less than a minute into this game.
well, they've had plenty of practice on the penalty kill this year. As has Beaver Dam. I know, keep an eye on Xander Stotts. He's got 81 penalty minutes on 23 penalties so far this year. And Dylan Ruffner not far behind, 62, but all on 31 minors. So that's pretty impressive.
31 minor penalties this season is, I don't know if it's a record. Obviously, I'd have to look, but that is that takes some real effort, real commitment to the bid, as they say. Panthers down a skater for the next 2 minutes as Tim Grice will spend that time in the penalty box thinking about what he did, and what he did was head contact. The Golden Beavers win the draw, but immediately turn it over. The Panthers on a charge. Coming up hard is Andrew Yachman. Yachman from the top of the circle, easily gloved down by Whipperfirth. He'll give off as Beaver Dam looks to reset. Minute 45 on the power play for the Golden Beavers. 16 minutes even to go in this scoreless first period. Beavers make entry on the left wing side. That's Dylan Ruffner. He's stripped of the puck, and the Panthers control defensively in the person of Dawson Peterson. A high lofted puck well out of play. We'll take a face-off in the Oregon zone.
Souvenir. I didn't see if anybody caught that one up there, but
somebody threw it back onto the ice. So a helpful fan in addition to keeping an eye on the action. Panthers far side of their own zone on the PK for another minute 30 here. Tim Grice whistled for head contact early on in this first period. Faceoff is won by the Golden Beavers, but they can't settle it down on sides. The loose puck swatted in by the Panthers, and they'll pursue. Whipperfirth at his own cage, able to backhand that one clear, but the Panthers quickly regather, and Dawson Peterson on the forecheck. Beaver Dam again has a pass picked off in neutral ice. Panthers retreat into their own zone and then clear it right down towards Whipperfirth, who sticks it away. Minute 3 on the power play. Beaver Dam looks to get an entry here. Nice stick move, top of the circle, off of the glove, that time of Tyson Benjamin, his first save in this game. First shot on that power play came just over a minute into it. 50 seconds left to go on the man advantage for Beaver Dam. Big hit against the wall, and we're going to go to 4-on-4. Beaver Dam whistled for an elbow. The elbow getting up high, it was Jackson Gottfredson. He had been fouled by Tim Grice. Now he commits the infraction. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 46 seconds, and then the Panthers will have a minute 14 of a power play of their own.
Well, you know, if you wear the number 15, that's what you got to do. You got to stand up for your teammates like the great Cam Mueller did for years here for the Panthers. And Desmond Kingsley's been doing it for his time. You know, a fun senior tradition. I don't know if you knew this, Zach, but the senior players for Oregon, they pick an underclass, well, usually an underclassman, a couple juniors as well, and they get to wear their gear and their senior sweater to school that day.
It's very nice. Off the face-off on the 4-on-4, the puck at neutral ice. Panthers intercept a clearing attempt, but send it right back to Beaver Dam. The Golden Beavers, though, cannot clear, and Ethan Dish has it. Tries to curl one in front, but it ends up behind the net. 23 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4, then the Panthers will have a power play. Pass into neutral ice, tipped, nobody's got it. Now Dish picks it up, able to play it with the skate, and Dish re-enters. Top of the circle, shot is deflected, doesn't make it towards the cage. Dish in front, circles it in front, no shot. As Beaver Dam's able to clear, now they've got a little bit of a step here. Beaver Dam to the top of the circle, an easy shot, stopped by Benjamin. Not able to grab it. Panthers at full strength as their penalty expires. They're now on the power play. A minute 8 of that power play available for Oregon. 14:08 to go in this first period. Still scoreless here at the Oregon Ice Arena. Panthers overskate but quickly regather. Lead pass for Desmond Kingsley. Drops back on the slingshot as curling around is Dawson Peterson. Picks up speed through the neutral zone. Circles around one man, left wing side of the Beaver Dam zone. Now back to the center. High slot. Shot. Nice pad save. Good reaction from Whipperford. Backhand into the corner. Feed across, but nobody there. Shervin for Oregon. Feeds across. Back door. No shot looking. Feed through. Whipperford saves. Second shot. Blocked in traffic. Panthers buzzing. Whipperford doing work for the Golden Beavers in net. A shot off the glove and held by the Panthers again. 24 seconds left on this power play for Oregon. 13:25 in the period. Backhand wraparound is no good. Goes through the paint but doesn't touch Whipperford. Behind the net with 15 seconds on the power play. Panthers control. Feed into the low slot. Backhand riff and scored. Turning and firing was Keaton DiMartino, assisted by Nick Schrader. And the Panthers get a power play goal not even 4 minutes into the period. They're up 1-0.
Yeah, the passing for Oregon looking a lot crisper tonight than it has in some recent games. That's good to see. Nick Schrader should get an assist on that because he tipped it, and Shervin maybe, I think, would have the other one.
Shervin may have the secondary assist. I believe Schrader will get the primary assist. The goal to Keaton DiMartino, who turned and fired and scored. Panthers lead 1-0 in their final home game of the regular season in this 2025-2026 school year. Panthers win the ensuing faceoff. Beaver Dam, though, intercepts, and on the charge, counterattacking, shot and a save. Benjamin will wisely freeze it down. One of the few decent opportunities we've seen for Beaver Dam early in this game, but Benjamin in perfect position to make the stop. 13:03 to play in the first period. Oregon up 1-0 thanks to the power play tally by Keaton DiMartino. Big collision at the point. Shot from Beaver Dam and a great pad save. That time by Tyson in net. DiMartino credited with the score. Nick Schrader, the primary assist. And Dawson Peterson with the secondary assist. So 3 points for the Panthers on that one. Whistle and offsides is called against Oregon. Not able to manage the blue line. 12:36 to go in the first. They lead 1-0. Preston Crum in the face-off down on the far side of the neutral zone. Panthers do win it across the blue line briefly. Knocked it back into neutral ice. Turning and accelerating was Peterson. Drops the puck back. Now here's Shervin. Shervin, top of the circle. Face-off dot. Bottom of the circle. Shot, and what a glove by Whipperford. He was really out of position. His pad's kind of a mess there. Does a nice job with the catching mitt to deny Shervin.
Yeah, Oregon's looking really sharp so far out here. And they had a similar start to Middleton. They were having a hard time putting it in the net, though, and Middleton came back and won that one in OT. So if you're the Panthers, you just keep attack and get more than one on the board here.
Keep their foot on the gas. Shot from the point and a quick stick save by Whipperford. He's been very good in net. He's been very busy in net in this first 5 minutes of play. Panthers leading 1-0. Pass picked off by the Golden Beavers. Their pass, though, ahead is too strong. Icing the call. Will come back to their zone for another faceoff. Even 12 minutes to play here in the first period. Panthers up 1-0. A power play goal by Keaton DiMartino, the difference so far. Puck drops in the Beaver Dam zone. Panthers win it back. A shot is deflected off the blade and ends up in the corner where Beaver Dam picks it up. The Golden Beavers rim it hard on that near side. It'll come to neutral ice. Nick Schrader, who had one of the assists on that goal, dumps it in. Panthers check up and pursue. Beaver Dam at the point, able to get it out. No icing the call, and this one will come all the way down to the Panthers' back wall. Elliot Garton battling against Nick Schrader. Feed into center instead is intercepted and skated away by Kellen Chave. Panthers control. Loose puck. Beaver Dam able to push it around. Nick Schrader took a hit against the boards there, but gets back up. Panthers look to skate out at the point, and here they come the other way. Andrew Yachman on the right wing side. Shot off the post. Yachman takes the outside of the iron. Beat Whipperfirth, but caught the post instead. At the point, Panthers battle for it. Controlling, dumping back in. As they check up, they'll pursue. Tracking is James Mueller. Golden Beavers around one man. Mueller right there, loses his edge at the center line. In position to assist was Knut Lee. Firing in and a quick pad save. That was Oliver Leonard from well behind the blue line. Crossed up Whipperfirth a bit. Boy, lots of contact. And now a penalty coming. This is going to go against Oregon. There's the whistle. We'll see what the call is. Roughing against the Panthers, and I believe it's going to be Keaton DiMartino that heads to the box to spend 2 minutes to think about what he's done.
Surprised on that one because DiMartino took a big hit, and I don't think he gave much back, but maybe I missed the retaliation on that one.
There was a lot of pushing and shoving behind there. 3 or 4 players engaged in a little bit of extracurricular activity. But the Golden Beavers are the beneficiaries. They'll get a 2-minute power play. Referee instructing DiMartino that he's got to have his helmet on while he's in the box. And now we're ready to play. Panthers with their second penalty kill of the night. They only had to kill off half of the first penalty as Beaver Dam was whistled partway through. Converted it to a 4-on-4 and then a Panthers power play on which they scored the one and only goal in this game. Beaver Dam near side of the Panther zone. Now to the face-off dot. Bottom of the circle, shot and a save. And again, Benjamin, when I've been able to see him this season, he's clearly working on his angles, his positioning, so that he's in the right spot. And we see him do that twice already tonight.
Yeah, Tyson's a good-looking young goalie. He's got plenty of experience. I know he was playing Bantams last year, but he got some good summer action, and he's one of those kids that goes to the camps and everything like that.
He made a nice pickup off the ice there with the catching mitt, freezes it down for another stoppage. Minute 39 on the power play for the Golden Beavers, 10:20 to go in the first period. It's 1-0 Panthers, thanks to the power play goal from Keaton DiMartino, but it is DiMartino who sits in the box now, whistled for a rough. Face-off. Oh, go ahead.
A little bit of gamesmanship. Gottfredson, who took that face-off for Beaver Dam, he got his stick into Preston Crom as Crom was heading to the bench for a line change.
Here comes Shervin on the shorthanded pickoff. Shervin's got one man to beat. He's got speed. Shervin into the center, loses the puck, and Beaver Dam will flip it to the corner. But James Shervin takes some important time off of that penalty kill. Minute 15 to go on the Beaver Dam power play now as they try to accelerate in, and it is cleared. And here come the Panthers with a 2-on-1 if they can hurry. Working their way through center ice. Here's Andrew Yachman. Gets around a couple defenders. Nicely sticked away by Whipperfirth. Yachman still on the forecheck, and he gets absolutely run. Not happy about the hit that he took there. Beaver Dam, though, has numbers the other way. 3-on-2. Feed to center. Now wide open. Left wing. Too tall. Takes the glass. Bounces funny. Shervin chips it past one defender. It's swatted back in by the hand. And here's Shervin on the breakaway. Went to a knee. Whipperfirth plays it by him. Shervin just lost his edge and was unable to convert, but now here's Shervin, and now Shervin does have a little bit of acceleration. Hacked, and a penalty coming, he scores! James Shervin, slashed badly by Beaver Dam, will not be denied. Power forward across the crease and a score, and it's 2-0 Panthers.
And another shorthanded goal for James Shervin. He's had a lot of those over the years.
The Shorty King doing work. A shorthanded goal at 7:48. And there was a penalty coming up on that, so I believe that should do away with the Beaver Dam penalty since he scored subsequent to it. And so Beaver Dam I suppose you could say gets lucky in that sense, but obviously they give up the goal. James Shervin unassisted at 7:48 in the first period. It's 2-0 Oregon. They have a power play goal and a shorthanded goal already early in this game. Panthers nearly skate that one out. Beaver Dam's got an opportunity if they can turn on it, but Knut Lee will not allow it. Puts it into center ice. Golden Beavers rifle one in from the point. Ends up behind the net. Benjamin will let Knut Lee play that one defensively. He's up to the point, but Beaver Dam holds. Again, the shot well behind the net, well off target. Knut Lee up the boards. Swatted along, nicely cleared by Dawson Peterson. No ice, and Whipperfirth have it behind the net as DiMartino is released from the penalty bench, and we are back to 5-on-5 play. Panthers not only kill off the penalty, but get a shorthanded goal from James Shervin. Peterson high off the glass behind the net. Panthers unable to forecheck. Beaver Dam comes out. At the blue line, Beaver Dam forced to just swat it into Panther territory, and in fact they iced the puck, so Panthers will take it back to their zone for a faceoff.
So the delayed penalty that wasn't called because Shervin scored the goal was would have been on Xander Stats. Add to his 81 penalty minutes if he could.
Well, I think he still gets the 2 minutes for statistical purposes. Quick shot off the faceoff. That one coming from the stick of Hunter Bavery, but it's blockered down by Braden Whipperfirth.
Yeah, good to see Bavery out there. He was playing in the JV game, and he crashed into the boards and had to get helped off the ice. So good to see Hunter making a recovery.
Glad to see he's back up and playing. Beaver Dam cross-ice pass, able to enter the Panthers zone, quickly turned around by Oregon. Bavery with control. Nice little backhanded touch, and here comes Barrett Anderson. Top of the circle, his shot right into the breadbasket and held down by Whipperfirth. Face-off coming, 7:42 to go in the first period, 2-0 Panthers. Well, the Panthers have a shorthanded goal. They have a power play goal. Now, can they find the 5-on-5 even strength goal?
That's a great idea. I think this ice is slippery today. We've seen...
Especially so. Face-off controlled by Oregon. A shot block, a shot, and a stick save, and a cover. Whipperfirth. You really can't blame Whipperfirth for the two that have gotten by him. And, man, he has faced an awful lot of shots in the first 10 or so minutes of this game. Playing pretty darn well for the Golden Beavers back there in net.
Yeah, he's working hard. He's making the plays. And I think if you're Oregon, you have to love the amount of pressure that you're able to generate here.
Absolutely. This is a talented goaltender, and the pressure has gotten to him. They've scored 2 already. They'll look for more. Nice entry. Beaver Dam 2-on-1. Takes the shot and scores. And it's no surprise that that one was Elliot Garten, the sophomore who we talked about. Gets Beaver Dam's first tally of the night, cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1 Panthers with 7:22 to go in the first period.
So it should have been 15 on the assist there. Jackson Gottfredson. Yeah.
Jackson Gottfredson, who was called for that elbow in the very early in the first period. That's what brought it to 4-on-4 after the Panthers penalty. Now gets the assist at 9:38 in this first period. Panthers on the entry. Puck goes a little bit strong. Owen Hoekstra of Beaver Dam on his own near side wall with 7:10 to play.
Oh, they gave a second assist to Connor Ulmer on that as well.
Connor Othmer, as you say, with that second assist as we hear the PA call. Puck remains in play, and the Panthers fire it into the Beaver Dam zone. Pursuing is James Mueller. Behind the net, loses the foot race, but wins the stick race as he's able to keep that one on the boards. Beaver Dam defensively, the poke check of the Panthers is active. Here's Shervin in the high slot. Shervin trying to get on his forehand. Face-off dot. Stick handling down beneath the net. Panthers back there look to distribute. Backhand into the slot. Grabbed, fired, blocked. Second shot is wide. Preston Crom had a chance at it, couldn't get it on target. Shervin, center point. Cross-ice pass broken up by the goal scorer, Elliot Garten. Panthers re-enter on side. Nice little move by Peterson. Cross-ice, can't get it through. Shot, and it's too tall. A wind and a drive from Oregon's Desmond Kingsley, but ends up over the crossbar. At the point, Knut Lee can't quite hold for the Panthers. He'll fire it in. Oregon has to check up on the delayed offsides. Beneath the net now for Beaver Dam. Held at the blue line. Nicely done by Dish. Loses track of the puck, and now it's poked from behind. Beaver Dam able to send it into the neutral zone. Shervin with it. Looking to accelerate through center ice. Around one man. A tap around a second man. Gains it at the point, then loses control. Puck back to the neutral zone. Panthers are there. It's Dawson Peterson. Stumbling but controlling, moving in. 5:27 to play in the first period. Panthers lead 2-1 against Beaver Dam. Garton had an even strength goal a couple minutes ago to bring the Golden Beavers within one. Nice job along the wall by Preston Crum to not allow that one to get out. At the point, the battle continues. Panthers have to go into neutral ice. Anderson there. Lofts one in. Panthers pursue after checking up. Gathered by Octavius Johnson of Beaver Dam. Golden Beavers move it forward, lose control. A big hit in open ice. And the Golden Beavers control in their own zone. Garton moving around traffic. Forced to retreat as the Panthers put on a forecheck. Long stretch pass from Garton is deflected up and out of play, and we'll have a center ice faceoff. 4:45 to go in the first, 2-1 Oregon.
Very young team here with Beaver Dam. There's one player didn't have their year listed, but only one senior on the roster that I saw. So a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores out here. I'd like to think the future is bright for these guys, but
we'll have to see what the Golden Beavers can do in the coming years. Right now, the Panthers hoping to defeat them here on senior night. It's 2-1 Oregon with 4:35 to play as they dump the puck into the Beaver Dam zone. Battle along the near side of the wall. Golden Beavers get the better of it as they charge on the counterattack. Dump it to the far side of the Panther zone. Picking it up there is Xander Stats. Rims it back to the near side for Cam Blank. 5 players engaged up against the wall with 4:12 to play in the first period. Puck gathered by the Panthers, and it'll be Nick Schrader that brings it forward. Schrader's got a little bit of speed as he picks up the left wing side. His shot is blockered down by Whipper first. Schrader gathers his own rebound. Centering attempt is deflected into the safety netting. We'll have another face-off with 3:59 to go in the first period. Still 2-1 Oregon. James Mueller is going to be in the dot for the Panthers. As he works again, Dylan Rufner. Rufner wins it for Beaver Dam. Up to the point, held by Dish of Oregon. Mueller backhands it down, trying to find Keaton DiMartino. DiMartino to the front of the net. Backhand and a save, and Mueller not able to gather the rebound. Center point and retreating into center ice is Desmond Kingsley. Cross ice for Ethan Dish. Kingsley again, defensively now for the Panthers. Ahead to Mueller. Loses control. Back the other way is Garton of Beaver Dam. Garton controls, feeds across, wind and a score! Garton, a one-handed feed to Jackson Gottfredson. They had the reverse goal and assist pairing on the previous score. Now Gottfredson from Garton, and it's tied 2-2 with 3:30 to go in the first period.
yeah, those two guys definitely have some good chemistry going. And Garton really made the play. I mean, he danced around multiple Oregon defenders and then set up his streaking teammate. Good playmaking and good vision to get that winning pass.
Beaver Dam ready for a game. Looked like Oregon might dominate in the early minutes. Beaver Dam has come right back, and we're all square at 2 with 3:18 to play in the first period. James Shervin of the Panthers on the far side of the Beaver Dam zone. To the slot. Shot is blocked. Beaver Dam tries to turn it around. It ends up behind the net. Battle for the puck as Beaver Dam comes up with it to their far side along the wall. Gottfredson, who had the goal just a moment ago to tie things up, immediately rifled back in by Dish of Oregon. And chasing are the Panthers on that near wall. Panthers a shot, and Whipperfirth will settle it down. That was Dawson Peterson putting a light one in. Whipperfirth elects to take the faceoff. Preston Crum will take this faceoff. The sophomore, 20 goals, 10 assists so far this season. His faceoff goes right to Shervin at the hash marks. His shot can't go, and Beaver Dam is able to clear. No icing the call, and now here goes Garton pursuing this one. Dish able to get there first. Ethan Dish with a little bit of speed. Takes a pass, angled off of the boards. Has to stop up, though. Couldn't settle it cleanly. Now the puck fired into the Beaver Dam zone on that far corner. Shervin on the forecheck. Pass up to the point for Beaver Dam is good. Gottfredson bangs one off the boards for Rufiner. Rufiner swings over the top, loses control. Benjamin will drop it off. That time for Desmond Kingsley. Crom, cross ice, finds Peterson. Top of the near circle. Blocker save, almost out of midair. Shervin can't turn on the bouncing puck. Beaver Dam controls. 2-on-2 the opposite direction. Around traffic, 2-on-1. Gottfredson loses the edge and loses the puck. It was the same traffic. Big shove up against the boards, but the Panthers may benefit on a bad line change from Beaver Dam. Shervin on the far side, gets around his man, bottom circle, loses control, and it doesn't make it through traffic to Peterson, but that will be an icing the other way from Beaver Dam. Quite an exchange there in the transition game. Both teams up and down the ice, and mad about something is Dawson Peterson. He's favoring his throat. I'm wondering if he's complaining he got a stick up high.
Yeah, based on the reaction, that's what it looked like. Some good back and forth, wide open hockey here. Oregon looking really good on their breakouts.
2-2 in this first period, a minute 40 to play here at the Oregon Ice Arena, the final home game of the regular season for these Panthers.
Which we should note that does make it senior night, and in between the first and second periods, the senior players and managers will be, they'll get their time in the sun here.
Absolutely, we'll have that for you here on OCA Media as we continue with the final 80 seconds of this match here in the first period. 2-2 and a delayed penalty coming. Panthers' Tyson Benjamin tries to get off the ice, but roughing is the call as it's touched up, and the Panthers will go to their second power play of the night, as heading to the box for roughing is number 18, Octavius Johnson, whistled with 15:46 gone in the first. The Panthers with a 5-on-4 power play for the final minute 14 of this period and the final the first 46 seconds, of the second period, if it comes to that. Ethan Dish taking on Elliot Garton in the faceoff dot. Far side of the Beaver Dam zone. Garton wins it back into the corner, but the Panthers control. Dish in the slot. Feed towards him is deflected away. Shervin at the faceoff dot overskates, and here comes Garton looking for the shorthanded opportunity. Garton stick handling against Mueller. Puck is not clear. That's Nick Schrader, and now Shervin has it. Shervin looking to turn and fire. Behind his own net, he'll set up. Shervin swings over the top and gives that one away. His shot is blocked and doesn't get through to traffic. Nick Schrader controls for Oregon. Panthers look to break this out. 44 seconds to go in the period. Minute 28 on the power play after the roughing call. Dish enters, high slot, shot and a blocker save. Rebound and can't be turned around. Feed toward the front off the back. And for some reason, late shoving. I don't know what Dylan Rufiner's problem was there. He was mad. Falling on the puck with his back was Braden Whipperford, who was able to freeze it down in that manner. Non-traditional, but effective. Again, Dawson Peterson has something to say to the ref. Did not like that post-whistle shoving. But the Panthers will take the face-off on the far side of the Golden Beavers zone with 32 seconds left in this period and a minute 18 left on their power play.
Yeah, great job of defense by Nick Schrader on that last possession when he had 4 one-on-one. And Garton, obviously, you stressed it at the start of the game. He's their offense.
A very weird bounce off the boards there leads to a cleared slap shot by Beaver Dam. The Panthers look to turn it around with just 20 seconds to go. Here comes James Shervin. Sends a pass angled off the boards. They try a slingshot, but Garton intercepts. Garton's got a 2-on-1. Garton to the front, shoots and misses wide. Had the shorthanded look, but missed wide. Now 8 seconds as the Panthers charge the other way. James Shervin with a ton of speed. Shervin to the bottom of the circle. Feed across one time from Dish is no good. And that is how the period will end. The Panthers did get one last shot. Shervin fed it through to Dish, but they couldn't connect on the one-timer. And so we finish this period tied at 2. The Panthers will have 46 seconds of a power play when they come back out to start the second period. Folks, as we get ready for senior night, we hope you're enjoying this exclusive broadcast of Panther Sports on OCA Media. Consider joining our family of sponsors who make this program possible. Show your support and become a sponsor today. Just go to ocamedia.com and send Paul a note. So what is OCA Media? We're your local community access television station. Think PBS, but on a very local level. Each year, we stream hundreds of local events and original programming for our community. We hope you enjoy our efforts, bringing you everything Oregon. If you are watching this on our YouTube channel, please subscribe and get notified whenever we stream another exciting Panther sporting event. How many local events do you think OCA Media streamed this past year? 100? Maybe 200? Believe it or not, OCA streamed over 300 events this past year. OCA trains and hires Oregon high school students who help cover the many events our town has to offer. And as a nonprofit organization, OCA Media relies on the generous financial support of our local business partners and donations from viewers like you. Please donate today. We cannot do this without your support. Our funding is decreasing, and we want to continue providing you with quality programming. Visit ocamedia.com for more information. Senior night is about to begin. You can see people shuffling down, getting ready to greet their loved ones. My partner Matt is going to be down there for his very own senior, number 15, Desmond Kingsley. Be great to see all the parents, friends, loved ones that are here to support these young athletes. And for the seniors, support them in their final regular season home game. Always hard to say goodbye after so long wearing the orange and white, but all the seniors on the team this year have had outstanding careers. And it'll be a joyful time, a celebration of those careers here tonight. Folks, this exclusive broadcast of Panther Hockey is brought to you with the financial support of these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. One Community Bank, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. OCA Media is a nonprofit organization. If you enjoy watching our broadcasts, please consider becoming a sustaining member or become a sponsor of Panther Sports on OCA. Please visit our website, ocamedia.com. James Shervin comes over, and I'll bring up the PA announcer.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us to honor our 14th Oregon Panther hockey seniors. We start out here with number 4 at wing, James Shervin. James started playing hockey at a young age due to the influence of his parents. His favorite hockey memories are being Springs during the state run and scoring the state championship as a freshman. His parting message to non-seniors: work hard, but don't beat down. James wants to thank his fellow seniors for making hockey so enjoyable over the years. After graduation, James intends to attend UW Whitewater to study psychology. Thanks, James. Next up, we have number 5 at the bench, Jack Warren. Jack started playing hockey in shorts. His favorite memory is a rave party in Keysburg during the Kiwi State Tournament. His favorite high school memory is a state run his freshman year. He says he was a coach. His number 1 goal would be to bring that up with boys. His OHS career highlight is being selected as first team All-Conference. After graduation, Jack intends to continue his hockey career at the junior level. Thanks, Jack. Next, we have number 7 at defense, Tim Rice. Tim started playing hockey at 3 years old. His first memory is chasing Kitty around the ice in the Learn Play program. His favorite memories are having fun with his friends in the hotels during the tournaments. I think of this most of the community they've developed throughout the years playing together. And his high school career highlight is hitting someone so hard they went over the wall. His parting message to all of his teammates: if you see him in 20 years, he'll buy you a drink. A full pop, I'm sure. After graduation, Tim intends to pursue his engineering degree at Oregon University. luck. Thanks, Sam. Next, we have number 8 on defense, Trey Zerwick. Trey began playing hockey at a young age. As soon as his dad thought he was ready to get on the ice, he was excited to put on the skates and get on the ice, just like his dad. His best hockey memory growing up with the same group of guys and creating memories with them. His favorite ritual is getting everybody fired up to start the game. One of the things Trey noticed most is the bonds he's made with his teammates through the years. His highlight is ready to see. His message to his non-senior teammates: always stick up for the boys. Be committed and stay connected. After graduation, Trey wants to get his business degree and go into medical device sales. Good luck, Trey. Thanks. Next up, we have number 9, at center and defense, Ethan Dish. Ethan started playing hockey when he was about 3 years old, following his dad's footsteps. His favorite hockey memory is his overtime winning goal at the Panthers Rice Lake tournament. The thing I miss most is his friends. He's gotten so close with them after 14 years of playing hockey. His high school career highlight is his scorable game against Vermont earlier this season. Nice job. When he coaches hockey, his message to his players is going to be to make sure they move the puck. His parting message to his fellow seniors this year: it's been awesome being around everyone for so long. It's been just playing with you guys. And after graduation, he intends to pursue an electrical apprenticeship. Good luck, Dish. Thanks a lot, Mike. Next up, we have number 10 at wing, Lawson Peterson. Lawson started playing hockey when he was a kid because of his big brother, who wanted to be just like him. His favorite hockey memory is playing with his best friends over the past 10 years. His favorite high school memory is beating Bondi during the state run. And his OHS career highlight is being a more of a scoring threat this year. He's done that. When he's ready to coach, he's going to make sure his team improves a little bit every day. And it's a message to the young guys: love every moment. It's going to go by faster than you think. After graduation, Dawson intends to continue his regular getting big with Dave Jones. Good luck, Dawson. Thanks, Mike. Next up, we got number 12 at wing, Pete Martino. Pete started playing hockey as a kid thanks to the encouragement of his parents. He stuck with hockey because his big brother was already on the ice. And it doesn't sound like soccer was favorite in the household. His first hockey memory was crashing on the boards at full speed and getting up and laughing about it. His favorite hockey memory was a state tournament in the Parliament as a Panther. His favorite high school memory is a sectional one his sophomore year. He says the thing that was most is the brotherhood that the team created through the years. And his favorite highlight is scoring against Edmonton this year. Parting message to all the young guys: always put in the maximum effort. After graduation, he intends to pursue football and lacrosse. Good luck and thanks, Steve. Next up, we have number 14 at forward, Barry Anderson. Barry started playing hockey as a kid and hang out on his friends. He says his first memory is playing goalie when he was 7. And his greatest memory is winning back-to-back tournaments in every year. His favorite high school memory is being the closest up in MVP. When he says with the coaches, he's going to push, back effort, and positive attitude. Parting message to his fellow seniors: thanks, guys, for all the memories. Not just in the rink, but outside. It's been great. And his parting message to the young guys: be a goldfish. After graduation, Barry intends to attend college at UW Claire. Good luck, Barry. Thanks, Mike. Next up, at defense, number 15, that's Matt Kingsley. He hasn't started playing hockey at birth as far as he recalls. His first hockey memory is skating at the Corona Ice Arena. His favorite memory? Watching the varsity team make it to the state championship. Reading a ritual? Jimmy John's before every game. Thing that was most important to the team, being with his friends and teammates. His high school highlight? His goal against Monroe this year. His message to the fellows in the class. He's had so much fun with all of you, he's going to miss it. After graduation, he intends to attend university to study biology. We love that, but it makes a lot. Next up, on wing, we have number 17, Hunter Avery. Hunter started playing hockey at a young age too. His first hockey memory was playing New Wave with his friends James Sherman and Matt Schultz. Favorite memory, scoring 2 goals at the state tournament during Panthers. His hockey ritual is not to take his own stick. His favorite memory in high school, the overnight games of sophomore year. And his favorite career highlight, not hockey related, was running 205 800 the regional track. His parting message to the young guys, don't get 17. After graduation, Oregon Panthers attend college and hopefully keep running. You're all on your thanks, buddy. At number 18, playing the wing, we have Drew Goffin. He started playing hockey before his parents were online influence. His dad's a hockey player, mom's a big skater. But his hockey memory is going to stay in you. The weirdest thing he keeps in his bag is darts. His favorite hockey memory is playing those darts in the locker room and hanging out with his teammates. You know, most of his family, they go to the locker room and having that locker room be their home away from home. His high school career highlight is being known as a hard worker. And his message to his senior teammates, to the non-seniors, be humble. After graduation, he intends to attend college for medical engineering. Good luck, man. Thanks a lot. Next up, we have number 22, playing forward, Paul Leonard. Paul started playing hockey because it looked like a lot of fun. His favorite memory, throwing skates again here. His favorite high school memory is the overnight trip to Hayward and Somerset as a sophomore. The thing that was most is hanging out with all the guys and the team dinners. Scoring message is supposed to move, but everyone do his beer lead at the end. And his scoring message to the young guys is to have fun. Oliver intends to attend MATC this next year. Good luck, Ollie, and thanks a lot. Next up, team manager, David Donaldson. David started managing the team as well as the team manager, Sinai and Gates and Golf. It's not what she did, she's had a lot of fun doing it. Her favorite memory scoring was going to the Hague by favorite team. Her favorite ritual was to host the guys before the games. The thing she was most in friendships she's made along the way. The highlight was organizing the mental health awareness night. Party classes, fellows, and making management so fun. Party message to you guys, be working hard. After graduation, you intends to continue to be Whitewater, just like National Marine Science. Good luck, Abe, I think. Last on deck, team manager, Sinai Jackson. Sinai started managing the team next to the years ago, many of the team parents. Her favorite memory is the one created with the team before the school graduation. Her hockey ritual was to make sure none of the teams touch the floor and pray before the stuff games. The weirdest thing in her bag was not a screwdriver. Each of the smokes is hanging out with the guys in there. She ever watches hockey to make sure teams keep their spaces clean. Party message for our seniors. You guys are the best class. After graduation, Sinai intends to attend college while you leave the science law. Good luck, Sinai, and thank you.
big thanks for that senior night presentation, and a big thanks to all the seniors, and a congratulations on their careers. Those are James Shervin, Jack Klun, Tim Grice, Trey Zerowick, Ethan Dish, Dawson Peterson, Keaton DiMartino, Barrett Anderson, Desmond Kingsley, Hunter Bavery, Andrew Yachman, and Oliver Lenher. So, folks, now we've got a little bit of a video package for you. Paul Zwicker and our team over at OCA Media have put together a little bit of a senior video for you, and as we've got the full intermission coming, we're going to play that for you now. We'll be back with more Oregon Panthers boys hockey. It's Panthers 2, Golden Beavers 2 at the end of 1, but we've got 2 more periods along with this video package coming your way here on OCA Media. To the front, shot to score!
What was your most memorable moment in hockey?
Well, you know, I'd probably have to say scoring in the state tournament back in freshman year.
Probably like my first varsity shifts. I was very nervous and I was a little bit scared. Like, I hate to say it now in hindsight, but you know, the first varsity shift, just because it's such a big moment in my hockey career, something I've been looking forward to since I was so little.
One that I think of like the most is during the summer, me and Dawson, during the 151 league, we went all the way to Wanakee. Or no, we went all the way to Sauk Prairie to play Sauk Prairie, and they were all the way in Wanakee. So we had to drive all the way there and then all the way to Wanakee, and we had a blast doing it.
We had a tournament up in Black River Falls, I think, and we ended up winning out the whole thing. That was a fun time with a good core group of guys. That was a really fun time for me.
When I was about a second year squared, I played for the Madison Capitals. Pretty cool opportunity to like do an obstacle course in between periods on the United Center ice, like during a Blackhawks game. That was really cool, and I also did like a shootout type thing on the Blackhawks ice as well. So
I would say when we beat Springs freshman year, it's probably my most memorable moment.
I would say my most memorable moment was going to state our Bantam year, just playing in McFarland. That was a cool atmosphere. Having my whole family be there, that was definitely just like a special occasion because you usually do not get that for state. So I thought that was a really cool atmosphere, just playing in front of my whole family with a big crowd.
Going to Hayward our sophomore year on the overnight trip.
Probably going to state in youth. We went like 3 times. It was awesome. Just a good experience.
probably playing in the state game with my freshman year team. That was pretty fun.
What is your proudest accomplishment?
Right now it's probably organizing the mental health awareness night.
My proudest accomplishment would probably be in the cross last year, earning first team all conference. That was a big thing for me, just accomplishing that, and it's been my goal over the last 4 years is to try to get an all conference mention in one of my sports.
I won a youth anti-substance award from the Department of Health earlier this year. Through my work with like Oregon Area Cares and a club some of my buddies founded, so I'd say that's probably my biggest accomplishment.
Having the honor to be a captain, I think that's probably one of the biggest things in my life. It shows a big milestone for me for sure.
Probably just leading our team in assists. It's like second or third year in a row now, I think. I don't really know for sure, but just proud of that. I try not to think about like goals or really points and such in general, but like, I don't know, that's something I kind of like to think about, be proud of that.
Well, in Bantams, we had this, my team, we had this like spree of, we just like won a bunch of tournaments. And it was like a month period of just like, we would go to a tournament and we win. We just have like a bunch of fun. We'd have like some parties with the trophies and stuff. That was really fun. So that's probably got to be. I'd say just getting to where I am today, honestly. I mean, it's been 15 years almost with all these guys. So it's been a really fun time. And I think being captain of this team, along with Trey, it's really awesome to be in this spot.
What will you miss most about your team?
Definitely just team events, you know, going to games, the bus rides there and back, or team dinners, things like that, you know, stuff off the ice that really brings our team together.
Oh, definitely just, you know, all the, like being able to like talk to all the guys and, you know, going out and having lunch or breakfast or the team dinners before home games. I'll miss that a lot, and you know, just the camaraderie of everything. I think out of the three sports that I play, hockey, football, and lacrosse, I'm definitely closest with all the hockey guys. It's just a different atmosphere, so I'll miss that for sure.
I got a lot of really close friends on the team, and it's a really good group of people I've grown up with my whole life. So a lot of my close buddies have been made on this team, so definitely my friends.
Definitely the culture of just the guys, and just walking in at 6 a.m. or it'd be like around 5:30, walking in at 5:30 in the morning, and you got a bunch of guys that are happy. They're just happy to see you, and just having a bunch of guys to talk to and make jokes with, and yeah, for sure, I'm gonna miss that second friend group.
Probably just the culture we have, like being with my friends all the time, that sort of thing.
Definitely just like the relationship that I have with some of the guys. Like I've gotten very close with them the past 3 years.
I'll just miss, honestly, spending time off the ice with my friends and teammates. Just all those team dinners and experiences after the games, celebrating a win. That's the best thing about this sport.
Probably just like the chemistry, like the fun, the jokes.
Oh, definitely. It's like the fun of it all, man. It's been a pleasure to play. So,
It's like a family. We're all very close to each other, and we can tell each other anything. So I'm just gonna miss that.
The guys, just like being friends with them, talking to them.
Just time with the boys.
Welcome back, everyone. Zach Seeloff and Matt Kingsley with you as the Panthers are underway here in the second period. Tied at 2, and they're on a power play for the next 40 seconds. As we get started in the second period of action. In the Beaver Dam zone, at the point, Panthers hold and control with the skater advantage. Feed across towards Shervin. It's deflected away from him. He tracks it back toward the center point. Dish swings and misses again. Shervin and Dish try to combine with a one-timer. It doesn't go. Peterson behind the net for the Panthers. 20 seconds left on the power play. Now to Schrader, a shot, and it hits traffic in front. Shervin nearly stops the clear, but can't get it all the way done. 10 seconds to go on the power play as James Shervin stops up behind the Panther net. Oregon maybe with one last chance as Peterson comes forward, just 4 seconds to go on the penalty. Broken up by Beaver Dam, and the penalty expires. Both teams are full strength. Behind the line, Schrader ahead towards Shervin, out of his reach, grabbed by the Golden Beavers of Beaver Dam. Garten up toward the blue line, Panthers grab, Dish there. Ahead toward Crom, and the Panthers enter offsides. We'll get a whistle and a stoppage.
Yeah, I like what Nick Schrader's doing. He's been a little more aggressive offensively the last couple games. You know, sometimes as a freshman you try and defer to your teammates. We had another player just wipe out on the ice. We were talking about that at the intermission. Had a lot of them the first few minutes of the first period, even in warm-ups, or introductions, I should say.
Very slippery ice today as the Panthers gather off that initial faceoff. Yachman dumps it in, and Oregon gives chase behind their opponent's net. Battle in the corner here. Nobody's got it cleanly. Panthers try a shot. It's well wide of the cage. Comes to the point. Desmond Kingsley there. He ribs it back to the near side. Anderson, center point. Shot, and picked up off the ice nicely. Kellen Chave put that shot in, and Braden Whipperfirth gloved it down. Face-off will come in the Golden Beaver zone. 15:31 to go in the second period, tied at 2. Chave to take the draw against Grattan. Able to win it, though, is Elliot Garten. Beaver Dam up at the point, finds Garten again. He tries a long touch. It's too long, though. Knut Lee puts it back toward the blue line of Beaver Dam. Cross ice now and finds an accelerating Gottfriedson, broken up by the Panthers. Loose puck will be taken by Chave. Chave does chase it into the Beaver Dam zone briefly, but the Golden Beavers are able to clear it out. Tapped ahead, Panthers there. Kingsley can't get it past. And charging and still fighting is Dylan Rufiner to the center point. Beaver Dam a shot, wide of the cage. Knut Lee there for Oregon. Gets it past the forechecker, loses his stick though. And Beaver Dam will try to set up again. Garten behind the net, feed to center. It only finds Panthers. 14:45 to go. Oregon with a little bit of speed as Yachman comes forward. Stripped away though by Beaver Dam, turned to the other way for Garten. Garten drops it ahead. Trying to find his man Gottfriedson, saved by Benjamin and swatted to the near side. Oregon at the point, and here's James Shervin. He's got a step, and Shervin accelerating, stops up, face-off dot. Shervin now, high slot, shot doesn't get through traffic, right in front of Whipperfirth, and ends up to the back wall. Check delivered by the Panthers, still fighting for it in the offensive zone. Price sends it down beneath the net for Peterson. Peterson overskates, but tracks it back into the corner. He's got it. He's got Shervin in the slot if he can find a way to distribute. Puck stripped away by Hawkstra of Beaver Dam. Garten on there. Hawkstra still fighting for it along with Peterson of Oregon with 13:58 to go in the second period. At the point, now Grice, top of the circle. Shot is too tall over the cage, and it's going to be skated away by Garten on the counterattack for the Golden Beavers. Left wing side as he enters the zone. Takes the shot. It's blocked by Nick Schrader. Matt, you'd mentioned Schrader before. Great shot block there.
Good looking freshman for the Panthers.
Crom a shot, and it's wide of the cage to the near wall for Shervin. Shervin gets into some physical action. Into the center for Peterson, can't get the shot off. 2-on-2 for Beaver Dam as they come up the other side. Cam Blank around one defender. Low angle pass goes all the way through to the far wall. Panthers battle at the point. Instead into the slot and back to the near corner for Beaver Dam. Peterson now takes it far wall for Oregon. High lofted pass towards Shervin. Shervin's going to go for a change as Beaver Dam picks this one up defensively. Center ice, Ethan Dish. Dish left wing side. Stripped to the puck, back into the neutral zone. Flopped in by Oregon, stopped up by Cam Blank of Beaver Dam. Dish again for the Panthers. Dumps in, Panthers avoid the offsides. 12:50 to play in the second period, 2-2 the score. Panthers have a shorthanded goal and a power play goal. Both goals for Beaver Dam were even strength. Shot comes through to Whipperfirth, and he makes the stop. Kingsley with a nice shot. He got a defensive deflection, but Whipperfirth able to track it down and freeze it.
Yeah, if you're a defenseman, you got to get those goals. You got to take those opportunities. I really like the shot on that last shift by Tim Grice. I think Timmy might be looking for his first goal here in his senior year, and he let that thing rip. That had a chance.
Grice does not have one in his Panthers career. It'd be great to see him get it here on senior night. Working his way ahead that time is Gottfredson. Panned up for the penalty. This will come against the Panthers when they touch up. Panthers will go to the box. Tripping is the call. Gottfredson able to generate that penalty. A power play coming for the Beaver Dam Golden Beavers. Heading to the box is number 15, Desmond Kingsley. He'll spend 2 minutes there for tripping at 12:26 to go in the second period, tied at 2.
Yeah, Gottfredson won the battle of the 15s there. He got a step on Kingsley, and Kingsley had to go the extra mile to bring him down. The refs decided to call that one.
Face off in the Panthers zone, won by Beaver Dam. Garten into the center. Canute Lee keeps it out into the dangerous area, and the Panthers do put it into neutral ice. Yachman putting some pressure on. Beaver Dam tries to turn it around quickly. Collision in front of the players' bench. Gottfredson can't hold it. Garten's got it at the point. Yachman all over him, forces Garten to just send it towards the net where it's sticked away by Benjamin. Behind the net, feed into center, knocked away again to the point this time for Blank. His shot deflected away by Schrader. Rufiner, Schrader challenging in there. Cram challenging in there. Lots of physicality. Nice clear that time along the dasher by Preston Crom. Back along the dasher for Beaver Dam. Coming the other way is Rufiner. He finds Garten. Garten takes a step on Schrader. Power forward to the front, and he runs out of room. Backhand into the front, and Gottfredson can't quite put it on net. He got the backhanded one-timer, but it ended up wide on the long side. Gottfredson backhand into the front. Shervin breaks it up. Here comes James Shervin. He can always do something with the puck on his tape. Shervin's around one man. Power forward in front. Loses control. Tracks the puck to the far wall anyway. Avoids a check that was loaded up and intended for him. And a penalty's coming. The Panthers have the delayed penalty coming, and now we get the whistle.
There might be two.
That might be two players going, and we are getting a lot of people. There might be 3 Beaver Dam players headed. There was jawing, there was talking, and the referee.
Oh, he gave him the hips.
He's got a misconduct coming up. There are going to be some real consequences to this one. Shervin heads to the box.
Earlier in the game, 19, and so 19 is stats. He's the guy with the 81 PIMs coming into today. And he put a big hit on somebody, and the ref didn't call him, but the ref had words for him, and the ref didn't look very happy. And so I don't know why you're arguing there if you're stats, because that certainly looked like an unnecessary hit from behind down there in the corner.
So Shervin is in the box, but there should definitely be a Beaver Dam player. Indeed, there will be. It is number 19, Xander Stats, as you say. Elliot Garten skating over to fulfill his captain duties, alternate captain. So we'll see exactly what the outcome of all this is. As you said, we saw the hips, the hand on the hip signal, similar to the offside signal in football, is the signal of a misconduct penalty, which would be 10 minutes for that player to spend in the box, though they can be substituted for on a misconduct. We'll try and get the word from our off-ice officials down there in the scorer's box. I am not sure if the misconduct is going against Beaver Dam, or in which case it would be Xander Stats, or against Oregon, in which case it would be James Shervin.
Well, I think the ref was definitely looking at Stats, and Stats was arguing a call, and the ref vehemently pointed, told him to get in the box, and he kept arguing, and that's when the hips came out. So it's almost certainly on 19 for Beaver Dam.
We do have a 5-minute major up on the board against Stats. So far, they haven't listed Shervin's penalty yet. Well, we're waiting to hear exactly what the damage is here. I'm not sure what the major is. So we'll try and we'll sort of listen in here as the ref comes over. Let's see what he has to say. hoping I could hear him, but I really can't. Right now, Shervin and Stats in the box. Also in the box is Desmond Kingsley, who remains there on his roughing penalty for 41 seconds longer.
You know, one possibility is they could have, in addition to his 5-minute major and his misconduct, they could have also issued a matching minor with him and Shervin.
That's also possible, but we still don't have anything on the board for Shervin.
And if they do issue a matching minor to Shervin and Stats, then Shervin will have 2 minutes in the box and he can come out the first whistle once that time expires. And Stats would probably have 17 minutes in there, 5 for the major, 10 for the misconduct, and 2 for the matching minor.
Matching minor,
potentially.
Exactly. So could be a long day at the office. We do have the 3 dots from our sources down at the scorer's table, so hopefully we'll be getting clarity. Now we have a second player going in, which would suggest that the misconduct is against Stats, because that second player will have to serve Stats' major penalty, because Stats will remain in the box after the expiration of that penalty.
He's coming out, so maybe he's getting a game misconduct
well, it's possible
here.
It's a game misconduct, in which case he will be sent off. And he is being escorted off the playing surface. Very unhappy, as you can tell, but Xander Stats to the bench. But if he's been ejected, I don't believe he gets to remain on the player's bench. Right now, that's where he is. So we'll see if it was a game misconduct. Although I suppose because Stats won't be able to return in this period, maybe he doesn't serve this at the penalty box. Maybe he serves it instead. So I think you're right, Matt, that these are probably matching minors, plus a major, plus a misconduct. So Shervin will come out not at 2 minutes, but at the first stoppage after 2 minutes. That's why we don't see anything up on the penalty bench. We're going to be 4-on-4 for another 35 seconds as Oregon controls. Then Oregon will have about 4 minutes and 15 seconds of a major power play where they can score as many goals as they like. That won't end the power play. Panthers with a quick shot there. Dish not able to turn, sends it to the point. Panthers control at the point. Shot and a save. A beautiful shot around traffic that time by Kellen Chave. Dish controls the puck, sends it back to Chave in the corner. Loose puck gathered by Garten of Beaver Dam. 6 seconds left on the 4-on-4, and then the Panthers will have that major power play. Garten sends a pass up, and here's Dish picking it off. Panthers to the power play. Here comes Ethan Dish. Garten steals the puck away. Garten's got an open look to get to the net. Garten to the slot. Obstructed. Shot is wide of the cage on the right side. Panthers want to charge back with 4:06 on the major power play. Dish spins to the ice as he tried to get around his man. Garten sends it in, easily saved, that time by Benjamin. Panthers look to set up. They've got a 5-on-4 for the next 3 minutes and 53 seconds. Here comes Oregon tracking through. Peterson to the top of the far circle. Curls his way all the way around the net, maintains possession. Feed in front for Crom. He can't get the shot to go. Stick work stops it. Fired all the way across the net that time. Panthers control. Peterson beneath the net. Slotted in front, now knocked to the near wall. Crom up to the point. Schrader there. Winded a drive, and it hits the back wall. Dish got all of that one, but pushed it a bit wide of the right side post. 9:29 to go in the second period. We're still tied at 2 as Dish has to track this puck back against Garten. Panthers gather. Turning and firing is Preston Crom. Around one man. Crom around a second man. Slot shot, save. Pads down for Whipperfirth. Keeps this at 2. A big collision right next to the net. Boy, Crom and Garten collided hard right next to the net as that puck went out of play.
Yeah, the 2 leading goal scorers. Here we go.
Shervin got an offsetting unsportsmanlike with Stats. So 10-minute misconduct for unsportsmanlike, 5-minute major for checking from behind, and a 2-minute matching minor with Shervin for unsportsmanlike. So Shervin will come out relatively soon at the next stoppage. 2:52 to go on this major penalty for checking from behind against Stats. Panthers come through. Here's Preston Crom. Crom through traffic, shoots and scores! What a move by Preston Crom! Takes it right through the skates of the defenseman, roofs it, and makes it 3-2, a second power play goal for the Oregon Panthers. Preston Crom doing some work for the Panthers. They still have 2:42 of a power play. Yep, so the minor was for roughing. And also, because that's the fourth penalty of the game for number 19, Xander Stotts, he is done for the night. His night coming to an early end. Panthers win the ensuing faceoff. Puck pushed to the near wall. Yachman, a shot, sticked away by Whipperfirth. The goaltender for Beaver Dam has done an outstanding job tonight, but his team trails 3-2. Shervin behind his own net for Oregon. 2:25 on the major penalty as the Panthers continue on the power play. 8:30 to go in the period. Oregon now up 3-2 thanks to the power play tally from Preston Crom. Jumping through traffic is Chavez, but Beaver Dam is able to clear. Stopped up by the stick of Benjamin. Benjamin's got some pressure. He'll drop it off for Kingsley. Kingsley hassled from behind, puts one forward for Shervin. Shervin wasn't expecting it, and Beaver Dam able to get it. Gottfredson, some fancy work at the blue line, takes a big shot from Kingsley. Here comes James Shervin. Shervin's got Chavez with him. Shervin taking it himself. Into the corner, looks to distribute. Backhands it along for Chavez. Behind the net, Anderson now. He's got a stick in front of him, can't send the pass where he wants it. Yachman outside, center point. Kingsley. Broken up by Gottfredson. Panthers will have to check up on the offsides. Shervin, pressure at the point. He enters. Drops it forward for Anderson, who has to chase it into the corner. Couldn't receive the pass cleanly. Puck beneath the net, grabbed by Chavez. Feed toward the slot. Broken up. Dish has got it. At his skates. Now he can't control, and it's knocked all the way down. Minute 20 to go on the power play. Shadowed by Garten is James Shervin. Garten able to get it away from the referee, but Yachman now takes it. Panthers still on the power play for another 68 seconds. Coming forward is Andrew Yachman, the senior. Left wing side, takes a shot, puts it to the far wall for Dish. Rims it back to the near side. Preston Crom, who had the power play goal about 2 minutes ago. Crom to the point for Nick Schrader. Panthers on the attack. Peterson drops it back for Schrader. High slot, feed in, one time and a save. Whipperfirth gets the pads down. Dish loses track, a 2-on-1 developing here. Here comes Garten, the leading scorer. Left wing side, one man to beat. Can't drag around, and the puck to the near wall. Schrader outstanding on defense all night. Once again shows why there. 30 seconds to go on the major penalty. 6:36 to go in the game. Panthers up 3-2. Here on senior night, broken up by Beaver Dam. Big collision and a penalty coming. A penalty coming against Preston Crom. They're calling it a cross-check. And I don't think the Panthers are very happy about that, but that means we will play 4-on-4 for 21 seconds and then a minute 39 of a power play for Beaver Dam the other way.
Yeah, I thought the puck was right there when Preston Crom came in with the contact, so it didn't look like he really gave much extra, but maybe because he kind of got off the ground a little bit. I assume that's why the call was made, but
Crom with the power play goal. About 2 minutes ago, that made it 3-2, but now Crom will have to sit for 2 minutes as he is whistled for a cross check. We'll play 4-on-4 for 21 seconds. Beaver Dam is upset about something.
Something on the ice?
Oh, there's something on the ice. Oh, someone lost an air hockey.
It looks like a lid for a water bottle.
Oh, it's a lid from a water bottle, yeah. Water bottle lid ended up on the ice. Well, we're clear now. Face-off is won by Oregon. They control in their own defensive zone. Nice move by Kingsley to retain possession. 16 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Desmond Kingsley ahead is able to find Dawson Peterson. Peterson lofts that one in fact, lofts it well high and into the safety netting. Face-off will come to center ice. 6 seconds to go on the 4-on-4.
Pucks flying from all directions.
Minute 45 left on the Panthers penalty. 6 seconds left on the Beaver Dam penalty. 6:13 left in the second period. 3-2 the score. I have to admit, Matt, this is a more exciting game than I expected, and I'm enjoying it thus far.
Oh, I can tell you're getting into it over here.
I sure am. Panthers control, just 3 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Oregon brings it forward, sends it into the zone. A shot, and that
Caught
hurt,
him where there's no
hurt the man it
pads.
took. Shot is high and into the netting. Shervin bats it out of midair. Nearly collects it with his own face mask. Boy, poor Octavius Johnson took that one, I think, in the abdomen. Kind of crumpled to the ice after he got hit. To his credit, he immediately got back up.
Yeah, he's smiling now, so that's good.
I'm
But
glad to see it. Boy, when that one
stunned
hit him, it looked rough. For those of you who don't know, hockey players wear chest protectors, but your abdomen relatively unprotected, and you can see what happens on occasion, as it did to Octavius Johnson there. Face-off won by Shervin. Tries some fancy stick handling. Nice step up by Knut Lee. His shot is wide, but the Panthers still have pressure with Dawson Peterson. Panthers are on the penalty kill for 1:21. Look at Peterson, finds Shervin. Bottom of the circle, feeds through, but does not get through. Whipperfirth able to close it up. How about the Panthers shorthanded, not conceding anything to the Golden Beavers?
Yeah, I don't have the career stats, but James Shervin, known for the shorthanded goals.
An absolute
got one today already.
Beast when he's down a man. Beaver Dam does win that draw in their own zone. At the point, hassled, and the Panthers are able to turn it, fire it, and put it back in the zone, and Peterson's going to track it down on that near wall. 5:32 in this second period, 1 minute even on the power play for Beaver Dam. As Preston Crom, who had the power play goal, now sits for a cross check. Panthers put it into the zone once more. Stopping up is Cam Blank of Beaver Dam, hassled by James Shervin on the forecheck. Beaver Dam able to send it into neutral ice. Peterson tracking there along with Shervin, and now a whistle coming up.
Yeah,
And a roughing call is going to go against Dawson Peterson. Peterson doesn't like the call, but he will head down. Now the Panthers with a 5-on-3 penalty kill for the next 40 seconds. And then 1:20 of another 5-on-4. At 11:51 in the in the second period, excuse me. Peterson called for the rough. And so the Panthers, Yachman, Kingsley, and Dish will have to try and kill off the 40 seconds of this 5-on-3. Face-off won by Beaver Dam. Garten across to Blank. Blank, a shot, traffic in front. Loose puck in the slot. Turning, firing was Gottfriedson. Couldn't get it to go, and a backhanded clear from Dish. Beaver Dam got just what they want, but they could not turn it into a shot on goal. 23 seconds left on the 5-on-3. As Crom will come out after his cross-checking penalty expires at that time. Right to the net is Blank, a pad save. Panthers flip it to the far wall where it's picked up by Garten. Garten into the high slot, now to the hash mark. Shot off the corner of the post and into the netting. He hit right where the post and the crossbar meet. A nice job by Tyler Benjamin to say thank you to the Iron. 6 seconds to go on the 5-on-3, and that'll be followed by 1:20 of 5-on-4.
Yeah, that puck had about as much elevation as I've seen on a puck this year.
Great shot, but it just takes the Iron. Face-off, won by Beaver Dam. 5 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Garten, feed, shot. No, the shot does not go. And here comes Andrew Yachman. Yachman keeps fighting. Here comes Andrew Yachman, shorthanded. Shot and a save. Whipperfirth just manages to shut the 5-hole in time. Beaver Dam skating through. As they bring it forward, it's Rufiner. Drops it off for Garten. Dish keeps him away from the puck. Rufiner in the corner, sends to the slot. Turning, fired, and a save from Benjamin. Gottfriedson had a good shot. Benjamin a better save. 56 seconds left on the Beaver Dam power play as the Panthers clear it down. Yachman will go to the bench and get a new skater. Panthers nearly steal it away on the shorthanded attack. 45 seconds left on the power play. Crom, who is out there now after his own penalty expires, and here's Shervin. Bottom of the circle. Shervin skates back to the wall, battling for that puck along the near side. Shervin still fighting, still controls it. Shervin, shot! And a glove save right in front of his face. Whipperfirth stops that one down. 30 seconds left on the Beaver Dam power play. James Shervin making it look good, shorthanded.
Yeah, good work on the penalty kill for Oregon. It's always tough when you're 3-on-5, especially when Beaver Dam had their money line out there, all their big scores. And now Oregon's just got 30 seconds left to kill.
Panthers win the faceoff shorthanded. Shervin has it stripped away. Puck to the neutral zone. Panthers have it there. Shervin again, hassled from behind, turns the corner. Shervin around one man. He's got one more man to beat. Takes the puck to the rear wall. Shervin still got it on the near side, sends it up. A shot coming in that time from, Kellen Chave, as there's a big collision against the boards. And this crowd is fired up. Chave to Shervin. Shervin down low, a shot and a save. I'm not sure that Whipperfirth ever saw it, but the Panthers kill off the penalty in style. A lot of shorthanded offensive activity. Chip that puck forward into the Beaver Dam zone. Peterson gives chase. Nearly intercepts the pass, but Beaver Dam breaks it out. Left wing side, they'll dump and chase. 2:50 to play in the second period. 3-2, the lead for the Panthers thanks to the power play goal from Preston Crom. Knut Lee hits the ice, shot from the point, blockered away by Tyson Benjamin. These players look tired out there as we're getting deep into the second period here. Shot and a save. Benjamin can't grab it. The Panthers do instead. Nice play with the hand, and the Panthers working around traffic. Oliver Lender, the senior, tripped from behind. Penalty coming up for Oregon. The senior works ahead on the attack, draws the tripping penalty, and the Panthers go to the power play.
I'm honestly a little surprised they didn't get Oliver Lenhair for the hand pass there. I mean, he caught it and he kind of carried it and you know, got a couple feet out of it. Sometimes you'll see that called, but it's good for him. Good effort drawing himself or his team the power play here.
The senior, who has not gotten a ton of minutes this season, is making his minutes on senior night very impactful. Draws a key penalty there. Panthers with a 2-minute power play. 2:23 to go in this period. Beaver Dam wins the draw and clears it all the way down. Benjamin there will stop it up for Nick Schrader. Panthers set up behind their net. Peterson now, the captain, moving things forward. They had to kill a penalty off from him, and now he comes in on the left wing side around traffic. Outer hash marks, continues the circle. Stops up beneath the net. Wanted Crom, didn't have him. Feed in the center, Schrader can't go. Crom turns, fires, scores! Preston Crom! It's another goal for him, the first even strength, that's a power play goal again. 3 power play goals and 1 shorthanded goal for these Panthers. And they're up 4-2 with 1:54 to go in the second period.
Really good to see Oregon's power play coming through tonight. 3rd power play goal. DiMartino had the first one, and then Crom's had the last 2.
Sure has. James Shervin had it a shorty. It's 4-2 Oregon with 1:54 to go in this second period. Panthers win the draw. Grice taps one ahead to Shervin. Kellen Chave up the left side wall. Drops it back for Yachman. At the point, Grice can't hold. Able to stop it and dump. Dish getting the assist on that one.
And Peterson had an assist also.
And Dawson Peterson as well. Yachman beneath the net for Oregon. In the Beaver Dam zone. Panthers on the attack. Yachman to the point. Grice there. Sends a light shot in. Off the pad, a funny bounce. Kind of crossed up Whipperfirth, but he's able to make the stop with the pad. Big collision there. Beaver Dam wanted a penalty, but nothing doing. Grice leads forward for Chave. On the tap to Anderson. Anderson, nice move and a nice pad save from Whipperfirth. Anderson again, though, able to rim it back beneath the Beaver Dam net. Giving chase to Chave. 1 minute even to play in this second period. 4-2 the lead for the Panthers. Yachman. And the puck is cleared by the Beaver Dam Beavers. They'll take the icing. They had some tired skaters, just wanted a new set. 51 seconds to go in the second period. 4-2 Oregon.
You know, Oregon has a good opportunity here with this face-off and some tired Golden Beavers. They've got a chance to add another one and really take some momentum going into the period.
Crom wins the draw for the Panthers, and it's Peterson at the near point. Opposite side, Dish. Dish tries to find Shervin. Caught up in his skates, taken to the near wall. Beneath the net, it's Crom. Crom stick handling for Shervin. Crom gets tripped down, hand up, penalty coming. Shervin takes an elbow against the wall. A lot of contact there. Boy, Shervin got elbowed pretty rudely in the back. They'll call it hooking, tripping or hooking either way. I'm surprised the elbow against Shervin wasn't called, I must admit. But as it is, the Panthers will get another power play. 30 seconds to go in this second period, a 2-minute power play. has called for yet another penalty is Octavius Johnson. He had a roughing call 3 minutes ago. That led to a power play goal for the Panthers. Now he's called for the hook.
Yeah, big hit by Shervin. Took that big hit. No penalty on that one, but he's looking a little slow, but he's staying out there.
Shervin to the point. Dish there. Back to Shervin, top of the near circle. Shervin feeds across for Schrader in the corner. Curls back. Up to the point, Shervin. Down low, Peterson. Around the referee, wants to distribute. Peterson in the front, shot and a save. Loose puck, shot and a save. Shot and a score! Dawson Peterson, the power play goal. Only 19 seconds after the penalty was committed, and it's 5-2 Panthers. 4 power play goals, 1 shorthanded goal, 5 total for Oregon here on senior night.
And looks like they're giving that one unassisted, according to our friends over in the clock and scores table.
I like it. Dawson Peterson doing it again. He had an assist earlier in the first period. Gets a goal here. Loose puck with 3 seconds to play. It'll come all the way to the wall. And that is how a very exciting second period concludes. The Panthers add not 1, not 2, but 3 power play goals in the second period. And they now lead the Golden Beavers 5-2.
A great finish to the period for Oregon. They kept the attack up as they have all game. They got, they earned those calls that they got. There were no cheapies in there, and able to convert on the power plays and taking a nice 3-goal lead into the intermission. You got to wonder the physicality stepped up late in the second period too, and especially if Xander Stats is going to be back out there at some point in the third period, it could really get rough.
Well, if I read right, they said this is 19's 4th penalty, so he is done for the game. If you're not familiar with the
that's right.
high school rule set, 4 penalties of any type in one game will sit you down. And so I believe Xander Stats is done for tonight. But we've seen plenty of other players who are capable of delivering penalties. A lot of physicality, as you correctly noted. A lot of contact, some big, big hits in this game. But it's all come out to the Panthers' benefit. 3 power play goals. And when the Panthers have had success in the decade that I've been watching them, special teams have been a huge part of it. They have victimized teams on the power play so much over the years, and we see them doing it here tonight against the Golden Beavers.
Yeah, have you ever seen a player earn 17 penalty minutes on one play?
You know what? I have.
Okay.
And I saw it right here today.
I think I saw more in a Bantam game once. We had a player in a Bantam game that broke his stick. He broke his stick, and he didn't, young player, he didn't realize that it was a penalty to play with it. And then I think he may have committed another penalty somewhere in there. And then, unsportsmanlike for talking back to the refs and everything. And he got a game misconduct, and he might at least 17 minutes on that shift. But I think that's the most I've seen in a high school game.
There was a scenario, those of you who are hockey fans on social media may have seen it making the rounds. I believe it was the New York Rangers. Managed to take not 1, not 2, but 3 penalties entirely unrelated to each other, all on the same play. They committed 1, the hand goes up. The other team managed to maintain possession. They committed a second one. The other team continued to maintain possession, committed a third one before they finally touched up. Penalties in hockey can really stack up on you, and as we saw in this second period, penalties can absolutely turn a close game into a blowout, and that's what the Panthers have done here. 3 power play goals in the second period, 5-2 their advantage.
Yeah, really good period. Way to keep fighting for the Panthers and starting to earn those power plays and able to convert. That's raising that power play percentage. That's always good. Hey,
still no 5-on-5 goals for the Panthers so far today. 4 power play goals, 1 shorthanded goal. We'll have to see if when things are fair, if they can score, or if they got to get that man advantage. Or if you're James Shervin, you apparently prefer to have the man disadvantage. The shorthanded goals, his stock and trade.
Yeah, as far as the even strength goes, Beaver Dam's up 2-0, so they've got that going for them.
If we only played 5-on-5 today, it'd be a Beaver Dam lead. Unfortunately for them, we're playing with the full rule set, and that means it's 5-2 Panthers. Folks, don't miss another Panther sports broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today. Join over 2,500 subscribers who enjoy the hundreds of local events we stream every year. OCA Media, covering local events and creating award-winning programs right here in Oregon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get a heads up whenever we stream another live Panther sporting event. OCA Media, your home for Panther sports and everything Oregon. OCA Media reaches thousands of viewers with programs like this. Join our over 4,500 YouTube subscribers, and you'll never miss another Panther sports live stream again. OCA Media is your local source for information and entertainment. From award-winning content produced by our staff to event coverage like this, OCA Media, Oregon's very own community access television station. Folks, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with the third and final period. The Panthers lead 5-2 after 2 here at Oregon Ice Arena. It's senior night. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Oregon Panthers boys hockey here on OCA Media.
And if you missed it last intermission, we're going to rerun a video showing some highlights of some of the seniors with their interviews, and we'll have the full senior spotlights available for all 14 seniors, 12 skaters, and 2 managers, available on OCA Media.
Defender Sherman to the front. Shot to score!
What was your most memorable moment in hockey?
Well, you know, I'd probably have to say scoring in the state tournament back in freshman year.
Probably like my first varsity shifts. I was very nervous and I was a little bit scared. Like, I hate to say it now in hindsight, but you know, the first varsity shift, just because it's such a big moment in my hockey career, something I've been looking forward to since I was so little.
One that I think of like the most is during the summer, me and Dawson, during the 151 league, we went all the way to Wanakee. Or no, we went all the way to Sauk Prairie to play Sauk Prairie, and they were all the way in Wanakee. So we had to drive all the way there and then all the way to Wanakee, and we had a blast doing it.
We had a tournament up in Black River Falls, I think, and we ended up winning out the whole thing. That was a fun time with a good core group of guys. That was a really fun time for me.
When I was about a second year squared, I played for the Madison Capitals. Pretty cool opportunity to like do an obstacle course in between periods on the United Center ice, like during a Blackhawks game. That was really cool, and I also did like a shootout type thing out on the Blackhawks ice as well. So
I would say when we beat Springs freshman year, it's probably my most memorable moment.
I would say my most memorable moment was going to state our Bantam year, just playing in McFarland. That was a cool atmosphere. Having my whole family be there, that was definitely just like a special occasion because you usually do not get that for state. So I thought that was a really cool atmosphere, just playing in front of my whole family with a big crowd.
Going to Hayward our sophomore year on the overnight trip.
Probably going to state in youth. We went like 3 times. It was awesome. Just a good experience.
Probably playing in the state game with my freshman year team. That was pretty fun.
What is your proudest accomplishment?
Right now it's probably organizing the mental health awareness night.
My proudest accomplishment would probably be in the cross last year, earning first team all conference. That was a big thing for me, just accomplishing that, and it's been my goal over the last 4 years is to try to get an all conference mention in one of my sports.
I won a youth anti-substance award from the Department of Health earlier this year. Through my work with like Oregon Area Cares and a club some of my buddies founded, so I'd say that's probably my biggest accomplishment.
Having the honor to be a captain, I think that's probably one of the biggest things in my life. It shows a big milestone for me for sure.
probably just leading our team in assists. It's like second or third year in a row now, I think. I don't really know for sure, but just proud of that. I try not to think about like goals or really points and such in general, but like, I don't know, that's something I kind of like to think about, be proud of that.
Well, in Bantams, we had this, my team, we had this like spree of, we just like won a bunch of tournaments. And it was like a month period of just like, we would go to a tournament and we'd win. We just have like a bunch of fun. We'd have like some parties with the trophies and stuff. That was really fun. So that's probably gotta be. I'd say just getting to where I am today, honestly. I mean, it's been 15 years almost with all these guys. So it's been a really fun time. And I think being captain of this team, along with Trey, it's really awesome to be in this spot.
What will you miss most about your team?
Definitely just team events, going to games, the bus rides there and back, or team dinners, things like that, stuff off the ice that really brings our team together.
Oh, definitely just, all the, being able to, talk to all the guys and, going out and having lunch or breakfast or the team dinners before home games. I'll miss that a lot, and, just the camaraderie of everything. I think out of the three sports that I play, hockey, football, and lacrosse, I'm definitely closest with all the hockey guys. It's just a different atmosphere, so I'll miss that for sure.
I got a lot of really close friends on the team, and it's a really good group of people I've grown up with my whole life. So a lot of my close buddies have been made on this team, so definitely my friends.
Definitely the culture of just the guys, and just walking in at 6 a.m. or it'd be around 5:30, walking in at 5:30 in the morning, and you got a bunch of guys that are happy. They're just happy to see you, and just having a bunch of guys to talk to and make jokes with, and yeah, for sure, I'm gonna miss that second friend group.
Probably just the culture we have, being with my friends all the time, that sort of thing.
Definitely just the relationship that I have with some of the guys. I've gotten very close with them the past 3 years.
I'll just miss, honestly, spending time off the ice with my friends and teammates. Just all those team dinners and experiences after the games, celebrating a win. That's the best thing about this sport.
Probably just the chemistry, the fun, the jokes.
Oh, definitely. It's the fun of it all, man. It's been a pleasure to play. So,
It's like a family. We're all very close to each other, and we can tell each other anything, so I'm just gonna miss that.
The guys, just being friends with them, talking to them.
Just time with the boys.
Welcome back, everyone, to the third and final period of this exciting senior night game for the Oregon Panthers here at the Oregon Ice Arena. I'm Zach Seeloff alongside Matt Kingsley up here in the OCA Media booth. And the Panthers put on 3 power play goals in the second period. They lead 5-2 as we get ready to start this final period of play.
Panthers are looking good. I mean, the power play's been working for them, but they've had really sharp, crisp passing for the most part today. They've had some really good breakouts, and they've really kept the pressure up. I don't know what the save count is for the Beaver Dam goalie, but he's been working hard all 2 periods so far.
Braden Whipperfirth, the junior goaltender for them, has played very well. I don't think you can hang the score at his doorstep. Panthers win that faceoff, and we are underway in the third and final period as Oregon leads 5-2 here at the Oregon Ice Arena on senior night. Garten for Beaver Dam, shot and a glove save. Benjamin got the glove on it, couldn't stop it, but Ethan Dish has it for the Panthers. Dish, a little dangerous pass through his own slot, but Shervin's got it. He's got speed on the right wing side. Garten puts him to the wall. Shervin chases the puck down beneath the Beaver Dam net. Pass towards Crom is intercepted, and coming the other way is Gottfredson. The Golden Beavers man heads to the faceoff dot, pushed off the puck and knocked to the ice Panthers the better of it, but at the center point, it's going to be held by Ty Scott. Scott's pass comes through the slot, but ends up at the near wall. Panthers behind their own net, gain possession again. Up towards Shervin on the far side. He sends it to the blue line, held by Beaver Dam. Shervin still hassling at the point, but it's Rufiner that dumps it down low. Nice pass to find Peterson and spring him loose. Peterson on the right wing side. He's got one man to beat. Gets by him. Shot and a blocker save.
Ooh.
Big collision. Oh, my. The Beaver Dam player is down. Peterson down as well. They went into the boards awkwardly. Oh, my. He is not moving. We're going to get the trainer out for him. We're going to take a break. This is OCA Media's coverage of Oregon Panthers boys hockey.
So it looks like it was number 22, Ty Scott, a sophomore for the Golden Beavers, that hit the boards hard and had to be helped off the ice after he was pretty still for about a minute. And we're going to resume action. Scott went down and hit the boards hard, and Dawson Peterson went flying over the top of him, and Peterson hit the boards hard as well. But Peterson was able to get up quickly. Scott needed the assistance, so hopefully he's going to be all right. I imagine he'll be done for the night.
No reason to take a chance after a big and scary-looking collision like that, but very nice to see him get up under his own power. 15:47 to go in this third and final period. Panthers lead 5-2. Face-off in the Beaver Dam zone does end up behind the net. Stick save from Whipperfirth on a shot from beneath the goal line, and it's controlled by Garton of Beaver Dam. The assistant captain loses the puck, and the Panthers grab it. It's Barrett Anderson at center ice. Swats it back into his own zone for Tim Grice. Garton getting around Grice, wants the wraparound, doesn't have it. Instead to the near side. Garton up along the wall, back beneath the net for Gottfredson. Those two have been a connection so far on both goals for the Beaver Dam Beavers. Now coming forward is Anderson again. Puck knocked off his tape. He backhands it down beneath the net for Yachman. The senior up towards the point. Dish stepping in. Nice one-handed play. Big hit from behind. Panthers control. Dish beneath the net. Feed to the center. It's out of reach of the intended target. But now controlling is Lex Steida. Quick shot that time from James Bueller. Doesn't get past Whipperfirth. Yachman takes an awkward fall into the boards. Puck at the point. Panthers hold. Now finally tapped out. Panthers will have to give chase. No icing the call as this one comes to Benjamin in his crease. He'll flick it to the near side corner. Anderson rims it around up towards Yachman. He gives it off to Dish. Dish trying to get around his man. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
It's a long shift for some of these guys.
A lot of pushing and shoving, and I think we're going to get 6 there from Beaver Dam. Yeah, put a hand right on the face mask. Are they going to send them both? I have to admit.
Well, you know, sometimes when you're standing there getting punched in the face, you know, you.
Exactly. I mean, if you wanted to, you could almost get Dylan Ruffiner for, grabbing the face mask, given a game misconduct. He really kind of face washed Mueller there. They're going to match him up, so we'll continue at 5-on-5 at 14:25, matching minor penalties against James Mueller of Oregon and Dylan Ruffiner of Beaver Dam. Face off far side of the Golden Beavers zone. Panthers do win that one up towards the point. Knut Lee with a nice job to hold it there. His shot, though, broken up by the Golden Beavers. Carrying this one forward is Blank. He's able to drop it into the Panthers zone. Knut Lee beats him to the puck, rims it to the near side. At the point, Panthers are able to grab. Moving forward was Hunter Bavery. Dumps it into the zone where DiMartino will give chase beneath the net. Backhanded puck is loose. Bavery there. Dangling around traffic that time was Octavius Johnson, but the Panthers do slap it back into the near corner. Beaver Dam turns it the other way. Johnson far wall. The Golden Beavers coming forward. A shot is nicely blocked by Knut Lee, but Octavius Johnson chases it down in the corner. Hanny for Beaver Dam drops it into the slot. Panthers gather near side. Pass is handled, but this stretch pass is too long. Icing against the Panthers. DiMartino not able to find his target. We'll take a face-off in the Oregon zone. 13:26 to play in the game. 5-2, the Panther lead.
I like what Knut Lee did, or rather didn't do, as this game got pretty physical and we just saw a kid get hurt, and not from a physical play, but just from a hustle play and hitting the boards. Lee had a chance to crush that kid in the corner. I think it was Octavius, and he held up.
Wise choice by Knut Lee. Don't need anyone else in the box. Nice stretch pass to Shervin. He enters on the left wing side. 13:15 to go. Shervin dangles around one man, wraps the corner, feed to the slot, off target. Grice a shot. And a save, puck to the back wall. A backhand shot and a score! The first even strength goal for the Panthers. They put it off the back of Braden Whipperfirth. It's 6-2 Oregon, as claiming credit for that one is Preston Crom. The first even strength goal of the game for Crom. That's his third, a hat trick for the sophomore man.
And they're giving that one unassisted. I thought maybe they'd give some of that continuation from earlier in the play, but.
And here's Yachman off the initial faceoff. Puck to the far wall instead. Panthers gather behind the net. Looking to distribute. Feed across, broken up. And here's Garten. Garten hassled nicely by Kellen Chave, but he controls. Shot is too tall, and we have seen that with Garten all night. He's got 1 goal and 1 assist. He's playing well, but he puts it high over the crossbar more often than not. Garten beneath the Oregon net. Flicks it along to the far side wall. Beaver Dam sends it back down. Grice breaks it up. Here's Chave. Panthers on the rush. Chave left wing. He's got support. Stops up at that far wall. Feed, a pad save, but nobody in the slot to take advantage. Kicked into the slot by Whipperfirth. Garten now around one man. Panthers break it up. Here's Yachman. Nice single touch there to get into neutral ice. The senior dumps the puck in, and pursuing is Barrett Anderson. Battle along that far side wall. Beaver Dam the better of it. Moving through the neutral zone. Golden Beavers able to hang on. Shot is blocked down. Putting it to the wall was Lex Steida. Here comes Dish now. 11:49 to play in the third. Dish's pass does not find a target, but the puck is touched, so no icing. Big collision beneath the net. Panthers grab the loose puck. Leonard puts it to the near wall. Panthers pursue. Shot is blocked into the slot. Dish a shot and a big pad save as Dish is wrecked by Garten, who was happy to deliver a big hit. Leonard, the senior beneath the net. Wants a backhand into the center. There's nothing there, so he maintains possession. To the center point. Steida back to Leonard. Face-off dot. Shot and a stick save. Covering the 5-hole was Whipperfirth. Panthers, a shot from the point and a glove save put into the pocket. Kingsley had a nice rip. Whipperfirth had a good stop.
Some more good action. Continued attack, continued pressure for the Panthers. Coach is running everybody out there, all his forwards, all his defensemen just about.
11-12 to play in this third and final period. Panthers up 6-2, their very first even strength goal just a few minutes ago from Preston Crom, a hat trick for him on the night. Shot from the point, another nice glove from Whipperfirth. Canute Lee put that one in, and we'll take another faceoff. Crom in the faceoff dot, wins it for Oregon to Shervin. Center point, Shervin around a man. Slot, Shervin shot off the stick of Blank. Now to the point for Canute Lee, rips one in, and again, nicely saved. Somebody broke a stick. I can see the blade of it over there by the faceoff dot. Whipperfirth doing some good work as the Panthers continue to apply pressure. Beaver Dam will get a new twig, send out some new skaters, and we'll face it off again on the far side of their zone with 10:57 to play in the third and final period. Crom taking on Garten. Garten able to win it to the corner. Beaver Dam there. Up the wall, Shervin intercepts. Turns back around, ripped to the ground, but no call coming. Garten along with Gottfredson. Puck to the far corner. Gottfredson there, into the slot, nobody there for his team. Beaver Dam from the top of the circle, doesn't make it through traffic, blocked, and here's Shervin. Shervin's got a couple of men with it. Shervin coming, he's got Dawson Peterson in the center. Shervin can't get the shot to go, backhands it though, and he's able to find Crom. Canute Lee can't get the one-timer from the point, and it's controlled by Beaver Dam. Here's Gottfredson along with Garten. Gottfredson around his man. Gottfredson shoots and misses it just wide. Shervin now coming up the other way. Transition game continues. Shervin through center ice. He's around his man, and here he comes right wing side. Around another man. Tap towards Peterson. Doesn't get there. Still got the puck. Around yet another man. Shervin just breaking ankles left and right, but the puck held by Canute Lee at the point. Peterson for the Panthers. Center point. Rips one around. Sticked away by Whipperfirth. 9:52 to go in the third period. That's going to be offsides, as retreating back across the blue line was Nick Schrader. Will take a neutral ice faceoff after a very energetic 60 seconds.
Yeah, Gottfredson, only a freshman. He's looking to get physical out there that shift. He was really going after Shervin hard.
Physical game from both teams. Beaver Dam has been applying pressure all night, but the Panthers have the scoreboard. They're up 6-2 with 9:43 to play. Beaver Dam beneath their own net. Panthers put pressure on. That one comes off the stick of a Beaver Dam skater right to the stick of Braden Whipperfirth, their goaltender. Battle at the point. Beaver Dam gets it into neutral ice. Schrader stops it up there in front of the player benches, turns it the other direction for Oregon. At the point, held by Chave. Drags around one man, loses control as he wants to head to the bottom of the net. Sends to the point. Schrader stops it up cleanly there. Schrader tries to feed in. The deflection does go towards the net, but Whipperfirth steers it clear. Panthers beneath their net. Chave again. Lofts it toward the cage, but it's behind it. Referee gets caught up in his skates. Beaver Dam can't clear it, but they do control. It's Blank. High off the glass. Will send it into neutral ice past Tim Grice. Grice tracks it down for Oregon in his own zone with 8:55 to play in the game. Anderson moves the puck ahead. Anderson follows, but the loose puck benefits Beaver Dam. 8:45 to go as the Golden Beavers dump it beneath the net, where Benjamin will stop it up for Oregon. Nice move as coming through traffic as Lex Steida. Leads ahead for Yachman. He's got help across. Yachman takes the shot. A nice, very solid glove save from Whipperfirth, as charging up on the other end was Barrett Anderson. .8:30 to play in the third and final period. 6-2 the lead for the home team Panthers on senior night here. They've got one more game away in a couple of days, and then they will have a playoff game here at Oregon. That is likely the only playoff game that will be held at Oregon, regardless of how the rest of the tournament goes. Nice little spinorama by Dish to hold that one in at the point, but it goes for naught, comes back to the Panthers' defensive zone. Steida moving that one ahead to Bavery, who's able to get the touch on, and now pursuing is Keaton DiMartino behind the net. Can't get the puck into center ice, instead pushes it back to the near side. Bavery on that near wall, up towards the point, held by Steida. Cross ice Dish, top of the circle, his shot just a bit wide, rims hard on the near side, all the way back to the Panther zone. The freshman, Lex Steida, chances it down. 7:49 to go in the game. 6-2 the Panther lead. Lenher, a nice move around traffic. Here comes the senior, Oliver Lenher. Past another man, turns and fires, and it's stopped by Whipperfirth. Look at the confidence of that move by Ollie Lenher. Here's Dish at the point. He'll dump and change. I am impressed by the players who don't always see a ton of playing time tonight. They are looking outstanding. Crom working his way around traffic. Beneath the net, wants to distribute. From Gretzky's office, feed, shot, score! Through the crease from Preston Crom to Dawson Peterson, high beneath the crossbar, 7-2 Oregon.
Oh, another even strength goal, so we're 2-2 on even strength.
2 even strength, 4 power play, 1 shorthanded. Panthers doing it in every phase tonight, and a 7-2 lead is their reward. 7:15 to play in this game. Oregon has come alive since the first period that saw Beaver Dam battle back in the second half of that period. Since then, though, it's been all Panthers. Speaking of, here's Chave. Nice job to angle one down the boards on the near corner. Turned around to the point, Canute Lee there. Panthers stick handling in the person of Preston Crom. Canute Lee at the point now, 6:52 to play. Top of the circle, leans into one, and Whipperfirth covers it up. Face-off coming, 6:48 to go, 7-2 in favor of Oregon.
So if you're scoring at home, that last goal was scored by Dawson Peterson, assisted by Preston Crom and James Shervin.
Shervin getting the second assist on that, I like it. His second point of the night. He opened the scoring up. The shorthanded goal, he got the second score. A nice blocker save from Whipperfirth on a tricky shot from Desmond Kingsley. Feed into the center for Yachman, but he can't quite settle her down. He retreats to the point, loses control of the puck. It's picked up that time by Ruffiner. He leads it ahead, hand up for icing, and that is the call. I think Beaver Dam wanted a touch called there, but instead it's going to be icing, and we'll head back to their zone for the face-off. 6:30 to play, 7-2 the Panther lead.
Yeah, Peterson and Crom continuing to rack up the points. James Shervin as well. And yeah, Keaton DiMartino got it started. He's going to get the first goal statistic for tonight.
There you go. Panthers control in the Beaver Dam zone. Rimmett to that far side. Attempt to put it in front, nothing doing. Cam Blank skates it away for Beaver Dam. And now the tap coming from Easton Haney. Haney, though, can't get there in time. Panthers turn it the other way. It's Barrett Anderson. Swings over the top, tracks the puck down nonetheless, lofts it into the Beaver Dam zone. No ice as he was across the line when he let it go. Panthers control beneath the Golden Beavers net. Yachman in the corner. Loses the puck to Beaver Dam. They send it toward their own slot, but it'll be skated away by Octavius Johnson. Panthers control, Kingsley, cross ice to Canute Lee. Lead pass for Barrett Anderson out of his reach, stopped up by Beaver Dam behind their own net. 5:37 to play in the period, 7-2 the Panther lead. Battle in the corner, DiMartino on scene. Anderson delivers a big hit, Panthers control. Canute Lee's shot is blocked, ends up beneath the net for DiMartino. Curls in front, but it's off the side of the cage. Anderson now, cross ice, Canute Lee leads into another one, and a glove save. What a stop by Braden Whipperfirth. There was a screen right in front of him.
Yeah, you mentioned the big hit by Barrett Anderson. He really has picked up the physicality these last few games. Over the Groundhog tournament, or the first week in February down in Sun Prairie, I was watching those games from St. Louis when I could on the live barn, but Barrett Anderson's been hitting people left and right, really stepping up his physicality.
Panthers win the draw. Wine drive, blocker down by Whipperfirth. Second shot, pad save from Whipperfirth. He was moving the wrong way and able to kick out that right pad. 5 minutes even to play in the third and final period. Panthers lead 7-2 on senior night. Schrader gets taken to the ice and goes into the boards, gets right back up and gets up with the puck. Nick Schrader doing it all tonight, showing his toughness on that play. Hand up for ice. Striding after it is Lenher. He will not get there in time. Icing the call. How about Nick Schrader on that play?
Yeah, he's doing it all. You know, he's, like you said, he's able to take those shots. He's just a freshman. He's taking some big hits, and he pops right back up every time. And I've said a couple times this year, he reminds me of James Shervin. We just, the shorter guy that gets a real low center of gravity, a low skater, makes it hard to hit, hard to get a good clean hit on him. And he got to participate in the tradition. Schrader wore the old number 15 jersey to school today.
Very nice. Shot from Beaver Dam off the faceoff is wide and comes to the near wall. Panthers picking up speed as they accelerate through center. Offsides the call, delayed offsides. Garten picks it up for the Beaver Dam Golden Beavers and heads the other direction. With one hand on it, he can't control, and the Panthers able to bring it back. Osterhaus has it stripped. At the point, held by the Golden Beavers. Into the slot for Garten, sticked away. Now Garten's got it, bottom of the circle. Backhand in front and a score. Garten to who else? Jackson Gottfredson. The connection works again. And they immediately send Dylan Rufiner to the box. So the goal will count. I'm not sure what Rufiner did, but man, it had the referee upset.
He's going to get it unsportsmanlike, I think.
Are we going to get someone from Oregon as well, or are they just talking through that door?
Well, it looks like they're just talking through the door.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure what it is that Rufiner did. I did not see it. It's an unsportsmanlike penalty, though. So Rufiner will have to sit down. The Panthers give up the goal. It's 7-3, but they will get the power play coming right out of that goal. Gottfredson from Garten once again at 12:46 in the third. Panthers on a 2-minute power play as they move this puck into the zone. In the corner, it's controlled by Peterson. Gets around one man, pops one up to Shervin, tries to play it with the hand, nothing doing. Here's Shervin again, though, towards the slot, through two different men, and at the outer hash marks. Around one man, here's Shervin again. Feed, one time, too tall. What a swat, but it's just up high. Panthers continue on the attack. Minute 28 on the power play, 3:39 left in the game. Peterson, beneath the net, circles, feeds towards Preston Crom, can't get it to go. Garten is going to just dump this one. Nice job by the shoulder of Shervin to stop it up. Colliding with him is Dish, and Shervin will just dump that one in. Minute 10 on the power play as Peterson tracks it down near wall. Up for Kellen Chave. Tries to get around the corner. Chave hustling to that far side. Beaver Dam beats him to it. Puck on the far wall. Chave still hassling from behind. Dish able to take it with Yachman. Yachman now at the faceoff dot. Leads in and scores! Andrew Yachman, a power play tally. And look at this, the seniors on senior night giving a huge hug to Drew Yachman as he puts one on the board. It's 8-3 Panthers.
Another power play goal.
Another power play goal indeed. The 5th of the night for Oregon. Yachman putting it away. And the Panthers are back on top by 5, 8-3 with 3 minutes to play. Get the PA call. Dish with the assist. So Yachman from Dish at 12:58 in the third, another power play goal. And here comes Yachman again. He's got Anderson, the feed across to him though, and oh boy, number 7 maybe took a high stick there. He goes down, looks like he's cut. It was Eli Hames. Panthers behind their own net. Hames has to get to the bench, and I think he might have taken a stick in the mouth. Here comes Kellen Chave for the Panthers. He gets around one man and he goes right into the net. You could see sometimes a player commits to a play. They're like, I am simply not going to give up. That's what Chave did there. He ends up with his butt in the back of the net for his trouble, and we'll get a stoppage as the net was knocked firmly off the moorings.
Yeah, he was helped in there a little bit as well.
But also, there was no way he was giving up on that puck. He was committed. Referees reset things for us.
Yeah, Kellen wants to get in on the action. You can't blame him.
Absolutely not. The senior, 4 goals, 3 assists in his career. 3 of those goals and all 3 assists coming in this season.
Yeah, just a junior.
Yep, we'll look forward to see what his senior campaign brings. Face-off near side of the zone of the Golden Beavers, held by the Panthers, shot and saved by Whipperfirth. Not cleanly, but he covers it up. Desmond Kingsley rifling that one in.
Keaton DiMartino in great position for a rebound. He got his stick in there before the whistle blew, so that's what you're supposed to do.
We're not the most neutral announcers up here, folks, and I think I speak for my partner, Matt, when I'd say I'd love to see Kingsley get one here. Speaking of, here he is at the top of the circle, working his way down into the corner. His clearing pass is popped up high and ends up on the far wall. Knut Lee puts it down low into the corner. DiMartino gathers there, sticked away by Whipperfirth. Loose puck in the slot, nearly sent towards Whipperfirth, the stick again. Panthers across the crease, and it comes to Knut Lee on the far side. His pass is broken up. Beaver Dam able to send it down neutral ice. No icing the call, as that one does not have the juice on it. Minute 45 to go in this game. An 8-3 lead for the Panthers. A win coming on senior night. The final regular season home game for these Oregon Panthers. That one went off a Beaver Dam player, so no icing. As the Panthers battle again in the Golden Beavers territory. At the point, Panthers slide in, continue to fight for this loose puck. Neutral ice controlled by Oregon, dumped in. Checking up and chasing after is Peyton Kyprios, the junior. Puck at the point. Knut Lee holds it there briefly, but it's back into center ice with a minute 12 to go. 8-3 the Oregon lead. Cycling around for this one is Brandon Osterhaus. Leaves it forward for Mueller. He tries to work around his man. Wanted to distribute. Feed to Osterhaus. Shot and a save. Whipperfirth continues to work hard in net to the very end. Only 59 seconds to go in this game.
Good looking two-man game there between Osterhaus and Mueller. And yeah, Oregon has one more road game regular season. Friday night they'll be up in Onalaska. And the playoff game against Janesville, it's supposed to be on Tuesday the 17th at 7 p.m. But my understanding is they were waiting for confirmation that the rink had availability that night.
Got it. We'll have to check on that. Shot and a save from Mueller. Put that one on hard. Whipperfirth did not control it. But now the Panthers come again. Mueller, backhand into the slot. Shot, and it's off a stick and high. Dish had everything he wanted to look at, and it just caught the beam of one of the Beaver Dam sticks and ramps up into the safety netting. 43 seconds to go.
Yeah, this might be the best passing I've seen out of Oregon this year.
Beautiful work on that one. Puck on the face-off dot. Mueller tips it beneath the net. Panthers control there. Backhand it to Kyprios. Point, wind, drive, too tall, takes the glass behind the net. Dish at the point, sends down low. Panthers control. Shot from Kyprios is wide. Mueller behind the net, wanted the wraparound instead to the point. Wind from Steida, shot, and lifting the leg was Kyprios, but the pad down from Whipperfirth. Dish, wind and a drive, and a glove. Whipperfirth has been very handy with that catching glove tonight. Another clean save with just 11 seconds left to play.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of the save totals, and I guess I hadn't asked for him from the folks out there, but he's got to be pushing 50 saves, I would think.
He's made an awful lot of them. He's played well in net. 8 goals on the board is tough, but you really can't hang that at his door. Face off with 11 seconds to go. The Panthers control. Want to get one last chance here. Instead, it'll be Beaver Dam with a final opportunity with 5 seconds to go. They chip the puck into the zone. Grice will shield it away, and that is how senior night ends. An 8-3 Panther victory. Preston Crom gets a hat trick. James Shervin, the senior, adds a shorty. Andrew Yachman, the senior, puts a goal up. Dawson Peterson, the senior, has a few. A wonderful game from these Panthers.
Yeah, that's how you want to go out, you know, and it was more than just the seniors. Obviously, Preston Crom had the Hattie. He's just a sophomore, but contributions all up and down the lineup, and guys played really well, even the guys that didn't get on the score sheet tonight. And, you know, hopefully the fella for Beaver Dam there, Ty Scott, hopefully he's doing all right after that big hit into the boards. And otherwise, I think all the Oregon players are healthy, and they're looking to head up to Onalaska on Friday night. They'll probably have to get out of school big time early to take the bus up there. But, Zach, it's been great working with you today. You going to be back for the playoff game next Tuesday?
I sure hope so. I'll check my calendar, but my plan is to be. And then, Matt, before we go, we got to do it on senior night here. 1 star from each team. Who do you like?
Geez, 1 wasn't enough last time.
It sure wasn't, and tonight it might not be either.
I wanted to give stars to Shavy and DiMartino last week, and I think I just settled on Shervin. You know, even though it's senior night, yeah, I'll go with Dawson Peterson on senior night. He got the assist, one of the assists on the first goal, got an assist on one of Crom's goals, a couple goals of his own. He was just, making it happen. He's kind of the straw that stirs the drink for the Panthers here with his passing and his work behind the net, and that was on display tonight.
Let me give a couple of shout-outs then for myself for Oregon. I'll start with Andrew Yachman, a senior, and when he scored, all the players immediately went to him, hugged him. You can tell what a pillar of this team he is by the reaction to that goal. Great to see him get a score. And then let me credit a player who doesn't get the ice a lot, Oliver Lenher, the senior.
Yeah.
I thought he looked great in the ice time he had a lot of really good plays, had a coast-to-coast skate that led to a really dangerous shot. I was really impressed by him. Elliot Garten for Beaver Dam is an easy choice. He's a heck of a skater out there. You can tell how clean he is on his edges, how good his hands are. They're happy to have him out there, and they're going to be happy to have him for the next couple of years, just a sophomore.
Yeah, and his go-to or his right-hand man is only a freshman there, number 15. So
yeah, Jackson Godfredson. Well, folks, that's going to do it for us from here at the Oregon Ice Arena. Senior night is a big victory for the Panthers, up 8-3. As my partner Matt said, we'll have playoff coverage for you next week. Until then, for our executive director back at the station, Paul Zwicker, our camera operator, Addie, my partner, Matt Kingsley, my name is Zach Seeloff, saying so long, take care of yourselves, and take care of somebody else. Good night, everybody.